Hi. Hi, everybody. I know that it's Friday night, and this might be a time where not a lot of people are available, but hopefully we get some folks to show up for the celebratory party of our 20-day challenge. Hi, Don. Hi. I think you and I are the only ones. Okay, so good evening. How's the weather in West Virginia, Don? Let me go here to StreamYard because I want to be able to put the comments on the screen. And I can't do that if I am in YouTube. I have to do it on like now, like so. Now you can hear me, right? I think I need to mute this. Okay, now, because otherwise I can with like the echo. Okay, we have more people joining. Hi, everybody. Good night. Good evening. How are you doing? Hi. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for being here. And you can hear me. That's a good thing. Okay, awesome. So here are the staffed envelopes. I wrote the addresses already, and I'm going to show what the winners get. So the winners get this. This is courtesy of Artisan bracelets. I think they're called. It just says Artisan, but these are bracelets. They're actually really cool. They are made in the colors of the channel, and it says never give up. I'm not sure you guys can see them well, but these are Kenyan bracelets. They're made in Kenya. And these are the ones that Kipchoge, all the Kenyan runners wear. And in theory, they give you good luck. So I have one of these myself, and I actually wear them when I have a race. I'm in the habit of just wearing them because I think, I don't know, it's just a nice token. So that's the number one thing that's in the bag. The other thing that's in the bag for the winners is our I Run Things hat with the Run Fearless in the back. Okay. And I actually bought bags that are protected so the hats don't get wet. So they're supposed to be waterproof. And then the medals are wrapped in here, and I really don't want to, they're like stapled there. I don't want to open it, but the medals are in there as well. So let me show you the actual medal. Here, I actually ordered one extra for me. I didn't participate in the challenge. Hi, Burbs! So this is the medal, and I made a knot because I wanted it to be higher on my rack. But these are it. They're super big. I mean, they're like really generous medals. Okay. You see. If you see it compared to the other ones, it's bigger than my Brooklyn half medal. I think it's bigger than this one, than the April Fools half marathon. It's bigger than that other one. I think it's probably the biggest medal I own. The only other one that is that same size is the Disney, the marathon medal. Those are big. but I think that's the biggest medal I have. So they're big, guys. I hope you like them when you see them. And where do I have the other bag? Okay, so for people who did not win, we're not one of the winners, you get in the bag the medal like this. It's going to be nicely wrapped up, and then it comes in a bubble wrap envelope so that they are protected. And I actually wrote all the addresses already. So the only addresses I didn't write are the ones for Ginger, because I'm going to see her this weekend, and she participated in the challenge. And the one for Lynn, she participated in the challenge as well. I don't know. I don't think she was going to join tonight. But I'm going to see her for the Newport half. So when I see her, I'll give her the medal in person. And then I have my cards here to write thank you notes, because you participated in the challenge, and I really appreciate that you did that. This is expensive for me. Don't mention the money. So I got a good deal on the medals, because GSJJ, the company that made the medals, gave me a discount in exchange for me mentioning them on the channel, which I did a few times, and I'm going to continue. I was very happy with, the design of the medals and everything. I'm just noticing that I have my tan lines here from from running outside. Yeah, so yeah, I got a good deals on the medals, and I don't think the postage is going to be super expensive. So yeah, but thank you for your concern. Okay, so we are going to talk now about the actual challenge. So there were so the challenge was 20 days, and there were different categories for the challenge. So there was a general category. There's a person that won the most points for the general category. And then there were other categories. So there was the trivia category, which happened 3 Mondays. We had a trivia here on the channel. And I already unveiled these on Monday, because that's when it happened. We played, and Heather won that. So that's Running Geek Girl. She won one of these envelopes with a medal, the bracelet, and the hat. Oh, and I forgot. I don't have one here, actually. Where I have? Okay. So you guys are going to get these too. But I don't have this. The company is going to send them to you directly, because I didn't have enough for everybody. So they're going to send them to you directly. They're going to send a box with this to the winners of the challenge. Okay. This is electrolytes. I swear by these guys. They're really, really good. They are, in my opinion, better than Liquid IV. And this stuff is expensive. Liquid IV is like a small, tiny bag. I think like a box. I think it's like, I want to say 16 bucks. I don't know. I think it is expensive. I haven't bought it in a while, because they sent me enough supplies, but they're going to send these to you guys directly. So for the people who won, they're going to get this too. Okay. So the person that won the trivia was Heather, Running Geek Girl. I don't know if she's around, but if she's not, you can go follow her. She has a channel here on YouTube, and it's really good. It's about running. So there's a lot of content there, very interesting for runners. So, okay. So Heather's going to win one of these. And then there was another challenge that was the fitness challenge, in which I test you guys with doing burpees, handstands, push-ups, and cartwheels. So there were 4 challenges, all in the 4 weeks of the challenge run. There was one specific day that you had to film yourselves doing this, and then tag me on Instagram. So for that challenge, actually, we had a tie. So this is the one in which people actually get very creative. There were people who submitted, and I actually got submissions for people who were not even participating in the challenge. Like, people would see it on Instagram and just send me videos of themselves doing cartwheels. Okay, so the Liquid IV, let me post this. Okay, hold on a second. I'm in between. Yes, they have coupons. The Liquid IV is about 20-ish for 16. So that's what they actually sell it at my local supermarket now. And it's $20 for 16. So I saw the 16 and I thought it was $16. I didn't buy it again because I still had some of these, but these are, again, in my opinion, I think they're better than Liquid IV. They're like one notch up. So in my opinion, it's Noon, then Liquid IV, then this one, then IB2. So they still don't have like a fully operational site on in the United States. So I'm not sure how long that's going to take. They're kind of like startup. But you guys, like the people who won, like Heather is going to get a box with IV2. And then the two people that tied for the fitness challenge were Jennifer and Amber. You guys both tied with 230 points for the fitness challenge. Now, because Jennifer tagged I also said that every single time you tag hashtag I run things, hashtag 20-day challenge, you would get 5 extra points. Jennifer, you used that beautifully. I mean, you were like pretty much every single post you did on Instagram, you actually used those tags. So even though you guys tied both at 230 points for the fitness challenge, you took it home because of every single time you used it so many times. I tallied it was like hundreds of points in hashtags. So, okay, bag of jelly beans is still 99 cents. They don't have electrolytes though. There's just sugar. This is just electrolytes. I mean, although IV2 has extra things that are not electrolytes, they have other stuff. I did a review on my channel. I believe, again, they're not paying me to say this, guys. They just sent me product for free. And then I asked them if they could send people who participated in the challenge product for free as well. And they told me, okay, we'll send it to the winners. So, but yeah, jelly beans. Starbursts are great. I actually always carry Starbursts when I run marathons because the sugar, I don't know, it just gives me a kick. And you get tired of goose. How many goose are you gonna have? Okay, so Jennifer, congratulations to you because you won the fitness challenge. So we have Heather won the trivia, and then Jennifer, you won the fitness challenge. And we have still another category, and that is the challenge in which I was tasking you guys with either doing a scavenger hunt or dressing up in something. People got very, very creative with this. I have to give an honorable mention to Don. I don't know if he's still here, but he actually, one of the times that I asked you to run dressed up in a costume, he dressed up in a Yoda costume, like with the ears and everything. He ran it on the treadmill, but honestly, that was, when you put together a video that was super, I don't know, creative. So I really, really enjoyed that. So kudos to you, Don, for doing that. That was awesome. But the person who won that one was Heather. She actually did all of them. Like, she didn't miss a point in any of those challenges. She did all of them, which I think was key for the challenge. So the reason why Jennifer and Amber, they tied on the fitness challenge, it's because they did all of them. I think you guys both missed one, I think. Let me see this. 65, 55, 55, 55. No, you did all of them. So the two of you did all of them. So, and there was another person that actually came right after that, and that was Don, and you missed one of them. I think you missed the handstands. And he actually texted me, like he messaged me on Instagram saying, I missed the handstands. This is gonna cost me the contest. And I don't think he would have, because again, Jennifer used the hashtag so often that she got all those extra points. And And that was the idea. The idea is using the hashtag to get 5 points every single time. So, but yeah, Don, I know. You should have done handstand. Which one did you miss? Okay, let me see. So I have you 65. Those are the cartwheels, and then 55, 55, 55. Okay, no, you didn't miss. Neither one of you missed them. You did 65, 55. You did all four. Yeah. And then John actually, he had bad luck because he got injured. So because he got injured, he was actually like chugging away, flying away, guys. He was doing really, really well. But he got injured like right around the 17th, 18th of August, and then he could not get any more points. So he was doing really well. I thought he was going to get high up there in the ranking as well. If he hadn't gotten injured, he would have been a contender. So, but no, you didn't miss any, and Amber didn't miss any. Cool. So, and then, so Heather won the Disney Bound, the scavenger hunt. In one of them, people got very, very creative on this one as well. Like, for example, Heather, there was one where I said, run and get a picture with, get a selfie with a dog. And I specifically said, don't get too close to the dog. In the distance is fine. So Don, for example, he took a picture with the dog and the dog was like in this distance. Heather could not find a dog on her run. So she actually took a picture with like Goofy. She had a Goofy stuffed animal like here. So that was really cute. Jennifer, for example, when I said you can run with, you have to run with Disney ears, she ran with their ears. And some people who did not own Disney ears made their own. So John made his own ears, which I thought was really creative. Like he made them in cardboard and then I guess he put them somewhere and he held them in his head. And he actually wrote here, I run things. So I thought that was super, super creative. Like he, again, if he hadn't gotten injured, he would have been a contender because he was participating in everything, which was key to win the challenge, was participating in everything and trying to get the most points. If you missed one day, obviously it's much, much harder, especially if you're missing one of the days that has one of the most points. Like, for example, the fitness challenges, those were like 55 points if you use the hashtag 65 points. You pin them to your hat. Oh my God, that was so awesome. They were cardboard. They were so like epic. Because when I saw it, it was like, oh my God, so creative. That was so cool. Yeah, that was so awesome. So, okay. So yeah, and then the person that won all of them, the whole challenge, I actually had to tally this several times because there's so many points on the spreadsheet and there were different categories. So I had to make sure that all the points were correct. I went through everybody's Instagram. I checked the days. So I was trying to be as thorough as possible, obviously. And they were, you guys were like, there was an almost a tie in between Jennifer, Amber, and Dawn. And you guys were like within like 15 points of each other pretty much the whole time. So it was really interesting as I was adding the points to see like someone would like get ahead and then I would put the points on the other on the table on the Excel spreadsheet and then you were like trying to catch up with each other. It was really, really, again, it was great to see this. You guys were so into the challenge race. I do really appreciate it. But again, Jennifer won it, and then I didn't even have to use the idea was if there's a tally, then I would use the hashtags to break up the tally, but she won fair and square. And she actually worked really hard. For example, the day that you guys, I asked you to run 13.1, run or walk or run walk. She did an 8-mile run and then she walked the rest in two different, like she broke it up 3 times during the day and she got out there and did it. So I thought that was awesome. So yeah, she won fair and square. Jennifer, congratulations. You took the trophy home. So we have Jennifer and Heather. Those are the two winners of the challenge. Jennifer won two. You won the general challenge and then the fitness challenge. And then Heather won the Disney trivia and the Disney Bound, the scavenger hunt challenge. So, however, I have to give an honorary mention to Amber because she fought super, super, super hard. She really lost by 3 points to Jennifer. So you guys were like toe to toe the whole challenge. So yeah, so honorary mention to Amber because she fought hard till the end, and I could tell that she was given her whole her soul, so her heart and soul to the challenge. So that's awesome, guys. I'm really, really happy with how these turned up. I am super appreciative that you guys participated in the challenge and that you truly participated, that you gave it your all. I love getting your videos, especially your videos. The day of the fitness challenges, like seeing people doing push-ups and burpees and like trying to do them well, like especially with the push-ups. I can't do push-ups. Like I have to do them on my knees. And people are really trying to do push-ups, like trying to do them the right way. Some of the challenges also, you would get the most points if you did a maximum amount. For example, the burpees, you would get 60 points if you did 3, but it was a maximum of 3. So people did not stop at 1. They did all 3 burpees, all 3 cartwheels, sorry. And with the push-ups, it was the same thing. It was maxed at 5. So you guys did the 5. So again, it was just awesome to see you guys trying to get the, to win the competition. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh, this is super nice of you, Jennifer. I actually, because I had calculated that there could be more winners, I actually have something for her. So yes. So I have her envelope. I can't show you, but I have written her address already. And I told her, I mean, I don't think she's around, but I told her already that she was going to get it. She didn't win, but I would give her the honorary prize because again, she was toe to toe and then she tied in the fitness. Yeah, she fought very hard. I mean, she was a good participant. Yeah. Okay, guys. So who's getting excited for Disney? When are you guys arriving? Like, are you guys arriving? Like, what are your plans? Like, type on the chat box. Let me know if you're like staying before, staying afterwards, just going in for the races. You're excited but nervous. That comes with the territory, I think. Yeah, I'm always nervous with races, always. And I think there's an added when you have to travel, there's obviously an added level of anxiety there because my recommendation would be whatever you're going to use for the races, pack it with you in your carry-on. Don't check that bag because you never know what's going to happen. So you're there Wednesday through Tuesday. Remind me, are you doing what are you doing dopey? You're doing dopey, right? You're doing dopey. That's what I think. Do you like, so here we have a comment. I like your new channel style of one long video instead of several short ones each week. So is it better for me? It's not really better for me. It doesn't. So I thought it was going to be easier because I can just edit the one video instead of editing individual vlogs. But what happens is that it's longer. So, it takes me just about the same amount of time. But what I have noticed is that my view time has gone up. Like, I think it's better for the channel right now. So, because I used to have like my minutes per video was much lower, and now because those videos are longer and people tend to watch the whole thing, it's my time again has gone up. So that's good. It's good for the channel. You're driving. Oh, because you're in Tennessee. I was writing all these envelopes and it was like, oh my God, I have these, my medals are going to Tennessee and West Virginia and Kansas, and it's so cool. Okay, guys, so WV Running Don. Don has a YouTube channel as well. So you guys can go check him out. And Jennifer has a channel too, Olive Branch Inspirations. So you should go and subscribe, show them some love as well. So I think when you're doing a weekly vlog, it's easier to follow what happens. When it's individual videos, it's much harder to see the progression. But when you're doing the weekly vlog, you can actually see, okay, Monday was not good, but then Tuesday was, and you can see that, and I can see it myself as well. Like when I'm editing, I see like more the holistic view of what happened. But sometimes they get really out of control. I mean, last video was 44 minutes, and that's kind of long. But then again, people watch it. So, which before, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep that format for a while, for a little bit. So you are only 9 to 10 hours typically driving if traffic isn't horrible. We drove, so actually this time last year, we drove because we went with my son to tour the University of Central Florida, which is there in Orlando. So we went to Embry-Riddle, which is in Daytona, and then University of Central Florida in Orlando. And then while we were there, we actually went to Disney and Universal. And it took us 16 hours, and we didn't sleep or anything. I mean, we just took the three of us drive. So we took turns driving, but it was so long. I mean, for us from here, it's 16 hours. I think anything over like 10 hours, it's just too long. So, but yeah, 9 to 10 hours, that's actually, I might do it. If I was like only 9 to 10 hours, I probably, because by the time you get to the airport, and I don't know how far you are from an airport, Jennifer, I am 45 minutes away from Philadelphia, like door to door. So 45 minutes is not bad, but if I had to go, like sometimes I can't find a flight leaving from Philadelphia and I have to go to New York, then it's a 2.5 hour engagement. So it's a full production. And then it's just not, because then you have 2.5 hours to get to the airport. You have to be there 2 hours early. That's 4.5 hours, and then it might not even be worth it. Where we are, it's only about 15 minutes. Oh, wow. Chattanooga Airport is about 25 minutes. That's really nice, because I know people who have to drive, drive 3 hours to get to an airport. So yeah, 25 minutes is great. We're not far from there's a local airport here, but it only has like, I think it flies to Orlando twice a week. Like we have gone to Orlando from there. But it's just a tiny, tiny airport, and they don't have that many flights. So, okay, I'm seeing the white here, and it's like, really, when I put these on, I didn't think it was this. I'm a little bit self-conscious right now. So John I missed this. I was actually going through the other. And hi, Joe. Sorry I missed you. So John is flying on Tuesday and leaving Monday. And are you doing dopey? I think you're doing dopey too. This is funny. It takes about 2 minutes to get through security in Chattanooga. I don't know how many gates Philadelphia has, but it's a cluster. I don't want to, yeah, it's just not a good airport. It needs a whole, like they should like rebuild, like change the whole thing. It's not a good airport. Yes, dopey. Ooh, very nice. Are you running anything before dopey, John? Do you have any other marathons, half marathons? Now Dawn has a 50 miler. So that's in my book that qualifies as a super, super long. I've never run anything longer than a marathon. So, oh, you're doing Detroit Marathon. Wow. Is it flat? I've been to Detroit, but well, I've been in the airport. So that's my experience with Detroit. I really haven't been in the city. I had a long layover there once because it snowed and I arrived to the airport, but then I could not leave. I was going to go, I'm trying to think. I was flying from Europe, from Amsterdam. So I flew Amsterdam, Detroit. And then in Detroit, I got stuck. And I think I was there like 10 hours or 12 hours or something. Yeah. But I didn't leave because I arrived in the middle of the night. So, I mean, I had to stay there. Yeah, it was not fun. So JFK 50 is your next race. So the JFK 50 is where? Is it in West Virginia, Don? JFK 50. I would have to Google that. So yeah, you guys, it has 3 cutoff times with a total of 13 hours to finish. It's in Maryland. Maryland. Maryland has a lot of hiking spots, right? Okay. These ears, the first time I put them on, I didn't like them, but now I'm loving them. I am going, and I saw your email, and then I keep forgetting to answer you, and I apologize for that. I get so much stuff on my email, but I read your email. That was very thoughtful. Am I going to film when I'm there? Yes, I will film. I just don't know. So I'm there for work, and I don't know my exact schedule yet. So I don't know if I'm going to run in the morning or at night, or I don't know. Oh, I didn't have to answer. No, I did have to answer. I should have answered because it's been on my mind. It's like I should answer that email. Yeah. Start in Detroit, run to Windsor, Canada, then back to Detroit. Wow. So I guess that's why I saw so much snow in Detroit that one time that I landed, because you guys are close to Canada. Yeah. Well, I mean, Detroit has to be like really, really cold. You want to see that video of Boston? I have to see where the hotel. I have the hotel like booked already, so I have to see where the hotel is. I think it's pretty like downtown. I think it's like in, like close to the river and all that. So, but I've never been to Boston, so I'm gonna have to see what's around and run. But you had great suggestions, so yeah. So I have to do 3 trips. Is this true? Actually, 4 trips before the end of the year. Well, actually 5. Yes, 5 trips. We're in September, so I have 5 trips before the end of the year. I'm going to Tampa for work, and I will film in Tampa. Um, then I'm going to, where's next? Then I am going to my son's school and I have to run there. We're going for Parents Weekend, so I have to run there as well. Because again, I am in the middle of training, so I can't stop running. And then after that, I'm going to Boston. And then after Boston, I'm going to Syracuse. For my husband went to Syracuse University, so we are going to meet friends there for like a reunion. So then I go to Syracuse, and I will run there too. And then after that, what else is there? Oh, and then we're going to Spain for Christmas. So. Oh, you like that I put little videos on Strava. Well, Strava actually upgraded because before you were only able to put pictures, but now you can put videos. So I figured I might as well, right? I make them for Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I am very active there. So, but yeah, I make them for Instagram and then I just upload them to Strava. So Dom is saying it's the oldest ultra marathon in the US. Wow, I didn't realize that. I'm gonna have to Google it. Some point I want to do an ultra. I don't know, and I might change my mind, obviously, because you never know. But at some point I want to do an ultra, like a trail ultra. But because I don't know, like I have to choose one that I really want to do, so that if I don't do any other, at least I can check that off. So, ooh, hola, we have someone from Spain, del Campello. Yo solía ir de vacaciones a Guardamar del Segura. Está muy cerca. I'm just saying that my parents still have a place really close to El Campello. So they were there like very recently in August. And I grew up going on vacation to close to where Soul Brother is from. We used to go every summer and every Easter. Really cool. Do you run, Soul Brother? ¿Corres? What distance would be the best for Susie to start with Trail Ultra? I like how you guys are like deciding. 50K. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. This is a good question. I think 31 miles, I don't know. But I would like to do one that's like when I chose my first marathon, I did Marine Corps Marathon because I thought if this is the only one I do ever, it's Marine Corps Marathon. So not that there were not other options, but I thought it was a good one if that was the only one that I was going to run. So I would like to do the same thing. Run one where if that's the only one I run ever in my life, at least I can say I ran that trail ultra. So I would love to do one, not for nothing, but I would love to do one in Spain, an ultra. Like Transgran Canaria, for example. That would be so, I don't know. Transgran Canaria is hard, but it's just beautiful. So Transgran Canaria, I've done it with a car. You can actually go around the route with a car. It's like a winding road like this. You don't go on the same path, obviously, but you see like where it takes, like from the car, you can stop and take pictures and see what people are running. And it's just so beautiful, so stunning. I mean, it's just like it takes your breath away how pretty that area of the Canary Islands is. So I don't even know how long it is. I think it's like 100 miles or 100 kilometers or something like that. So, I mean, you have to pack, like really pack. But if I'm gonna do it, that's the only thing is that I don't think I can do an ultra trail by myself because my sense of directions is like not existent. So I just don't think I could do it. I think I would have to go with someone. But if I had someone who could like run at the same pace or walk at the same pace, because you walk a lot in these ultra trail races, I would totally do it. And I can walk forever, guys. Not for nothing. No, I think I mean, I would have to train for it, but I think, I mean, it's a challenge. Most would progress from marathon to 50K. Most would progress from marathon to 50K, then 50 miles, then 100K. Yeah. I think the Gran Canaria, let me check this. I think they do have Gran Canaria. So they have 6 different races in Gran Canaria. I'm gonna put this in the chat. You can guys check it your okay. So that's the one that I would love to do. This one. Gran Canaria. And they have different, it's just beautiful, guys. If you click on that link and you open it's just, they have 126 kilometers, 80, 45. So they have 45 kilometers. I would do that one. That one I could do. This race is just like stunning. Check the video, go to the site and check the video because it's like, there's nothing like this. It's just so, there's a whole area that when you're running, there's like, so it's an island and the temperatures are always mild the whole year. It's kind of like our Hawaii in Spain, but there's a whole area where there's like a valley and you're running around it, and then the difference in temperatures in between when you're up and you're down is completely different, and the fog kind of like boils, and it's like, it's when you look at it, it's like it's boiling, like it's like something's cooking at the bottom and it's like boiling. It's super, it's amazing. It's like a really, really pretty place. Okay, Soul Brother, I'm going to translate and then I'll answer. He says that he runs a lot. He lives in Zurich, Switzerland, but he's on vacation in El Campello, which is in Alicante. So, muy bien, chaval. ¿Y qué haces en Zurich? Trabajar en un banco, me imagino, a lo mejor. I'm asking if he works for a bank in Zurich, because that's, Switzerland, Zurich. Any tips for running the New York City Marathon? My recommendation, it's an amazing marathon, but it's hard as hell. It's really hard. It was my 4th marathon. It's hard. There's so many hills. So I would start like right about now. I would at least one day, if you have access to hills, do hills, like Brownwood Hills, because you're gonna appreciate it's gonna be good for you to get used to that. Because the accumulation in your legs of so many hills, there's nothing like really super, like super steep. However, the accumulation is what makes it like, there's nothing flat in New York City Marathon. There's one section in Brooklyn, which is at the very beginning, that's kind of flat. And then after that, everything is a hill. I mean, it's just like they reproduce. It's like you turn a corner and everything is like, I don't know how it's possible to have such a like, if everything is high, like you're going up all the time. So I have to do it in New York City again. So you guys are gonna see me do New York City again, because I had I can't say, I had high expectations for that race, and it's an incredible race. But if I had to go back in time, I would not have, run it like I ran it. Like I would have gone a lot slower at the beginning. I wouldn't have tried to get like my best. I mean, I PR'd, which is good, I guess, but I wasn't like, I had an awful race after mile like 20. I wanted to give up. Like I was, yeah. Like my husband was texting me and I could see it on my watch. He texts and he was saying, think about the medal, think about getting to the finish line and eating, because he knows that I'm always like very motivated with eating. Think about eating. And I was like, I was ready to throw in the towel, guys. It was just awful. I mean, I've never felt so defeated ever. So I cried. Like there were sections of the race that I cried. Like I was like, why am I doing this? Yeah. So Garrett, I'm telling you, run hills and practice running hills and just get used to them because there's so many hills. It's yeah, it's just like hill after hill after hill after hill. It's I don't know how you can be in an island. Like even when you're doing Central Park at the end, in theory there are downhills. You can't feel them though because the uphills are so many. You really don't get a respite. There's no break. It's like all uphill. So if I had to do it again, I would just go for like 5 hours plus and just enjoy it and stop and pet the dogs and drink the beer and just have fun. It's a marathon to have fun. It's not a marathon to break any records. So, well, Chicago is actually on my bucket list. I really want to do Chicago. So, if all goes well, and this Atlantic City Marathon goes well, I might actually attempt because I am getting closer to my ultimate goal is qualifying for Boston. So if I get close to the 4 hours in Atlantic City Marathon, then I turn 49 and then the time changes. The qualifying time for Boston changes. So then at that time, I would probably run Chicago, which is completely flat, and then go for under 4, which is, I would only need at that point, if I run it like next year, I would only need 3 hours 55. So that's actually the plan. So if I get into Chicago, but I know it's lottery, so not everybody gets in, obviously. So yeah, that's my plan. But also the plan for next year, Ginger and I are thinking about it. She hasn't run New York City Marathon, so we are thinking about doing the 9+1. So we can both run New York City Marathon next year. Not next year, the following one, 2024. So I think you could qualify for Boston and Chicago. It's pancake flat. Well, Atlantic City is pancake flat. So, and not for nothing, but I am in much better shape than I was last year when I ran New York City Marathon. So if I can do New York City Marathon, having an awful mindset day, like I was in a really bad place with my thoughts. If I can do New York City in 4:45, I think this year I should be able to do 4:30 in Atlantic City. We'll see. You never know because marathons are so hard. They're so hard. There's nothing easy in a marathon. So yeah, I guess this year I could even my brother has been he started training for Philadelphia. We're doing Philadelphia together. I don't know. He doesn't know yet, because I'm going to let him take the lead. He ran Valencia in 5 hours, like right under 5 hours. I think he did 4:59, 4:58. So I'm going to let him take the lead and just pace, and I'll follow whatever he wants to do. Philadelphia is much easier than New York City Marathon. There's a couple of hills, but nothing to call home about. So yeah, so I guess I could do AC, Atlantic City Marathon, and then if I don't have a good day, I could try and do better in Philadelphia. I just don't know. I want to run it with my brother, and he said, if you see that you want to go ahead, you can go ahead. But I want to run it with him, so I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, it might be the only marathon we run ever together, so yeah, I don't want to leave him alone. I want to run it with him. So ideal case, ideal scenario, I do well in Atlantic City, and then for Philadelphia, I just run with my brother, and whatever he wants to do, I'll do. I'll follow his lead. So I hate tempos. Hate tempos. Hal Higdon has tempos, but they are not your typical tempos. And I honestly, I don't think a tempo is. People might disagree with me, but I don't think a tempo is really necessary to. I think there are other ways to improve your threshold and all that. and you don't have, I don't think you have to do tempos. I think there are other ways to increase your threshold. So, but yes, we do tempos. The thing is, his tempos are not at the same pace. You start, so you have 10 minutes warm up, and then every 5 minutes you go increasingly faster, and then you decrease. So some tempos are 40 minutes long, like the portion of the tempo. Like I think next week I have a tempo run that's 40 minutes in between. So it's 10, 5, and then 40. So it's going to be 55. Those 40 minutes, every 5 minutes you go a little bit faster, and then you decrease. So yes, it's in your tempo, your threshold, like kind of bandwidth, so to speak, like it's in your threshold space, but you vary the speed. So he does it, I don't know why he does it that way. I prefer it because I just hate tempos. I just, like once they turn more than 30 minutes, it's just like, I can't keep the pace. I can't keep the same pace all the time. It's something that it's very, very hard for me. Like I've never been able to keep the same. Like even when I run with Ginger, she is very like, she paces me really. Like she's very like, if we are running 10:30, she does 10:30. And even then, I can tell that sometimes I'm speeding up or slowing down. Like I just don't like going the same speed all the time. I just like varying. So there's also a flat marathon in Huntington, West Virginia, which is a Boston qualifying course. So there's actually a Boston qualifying course here in my neighborhood, like on the topa where you guys see me running in my channel. It's like the weekend before. It's like the last qualifying race for Boston, and it's some people qualify there. It's not big; it's only like 300 people. Like it's a local race. But yeah, people sign up for it because it's called. It's called. Oh, I think it's called a unicorn marathon. I forgot. It's a local marathon, and people sign up because it's flat. It's out and back, and it's flat on the topa, super gentle on your knees, and yeah. Thank you. Thanks to you for asking. Yeah, it's just he varies the speed. So the Marshall Marathon in Huntington is my marathon PR. So I was thinking about doing the wine glass because the wine glass is another good one. So my friend Jennifer, you haven't seen her in my videos lately. She actually had an injury and she's been out of commission for a while. Well, you probably saw her. If you watched my Brooklyn half marathon video, she was on it. But after that, she fell and she broke a rib and it was a big thing. So she's been out of commission for a while. But we were thinking about signing up for the Wine Glass Marathon because apparently it's a beautiful marathon. It's in a great time of the year. It's in the fall. And it's all flat. I think it's a little bit actually net downhill at the end. So that's another possibility on top of Chicago. But I've been to Chicago a couple of times for work. I wouldn't mind going back. I like Chicago. So, and then okay. I don't know if Soul Brother's still around. He said that okay, here, I missed this one. He works in finance. I think they got for Zurich. Yeah. Switzerland is a great country. I mean, tiny little thing, but it's super wealthy and it's a nice country. Not that, being wealthy, but it's beautiful. And it's in a great location. Because then from Switzerland, you can go anywhere. It's like 2 hours driving, you go anywhere. You go to Italy, you go to Germany, you go to France. So yeah. Very, very cool. Well, guys, we're coming up on the hour right here. And I am going to send the medals tomorrow. I'm doing my long run and I have a 20 miler, but then I'm going to put all this in the car and then I will, on the way back, I'll stop at the post office and send it. But given that Monday is obviously a national holiday, I think that's gonna be late. So I'm not sure when it's going to arrive. But it's, when they arrive, just send me a note. Let me know on Instagram that you got it. And if you want to take a picture of yourselves wearing the medals, that would be nice. They get much appreciated. Oh, another thing. I am going to I actually have a design in mind and everything. I haven't run it by the company that made the hats, the Aaron Things hats. I am thinking about having them do a t-shirt, and I have an idea in mind, but it would be specifically for the marathon weekend. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. It would have the logo. I mean, I thought of a cool design. So yeah, I think I'm gonna see how much they would cost and then just run them. And then I could actually use the same design depending on the race. Just I came with a very creative, creative. I don't want to say very, there are people that are much more creative than I am. But yeah, it's, I think the design could be, tweaked so that it fits other races too. So yeah. You're still there. Okay, hold on a second. Almost 2 a.m. I was gonna say Zurich is like how many hours? 6 hours, right? Yeah. Ocho? Yeah, 2 a.m. Buenas noches. Muchas gracias. Can you make them black, the t-shirts, or a color? White will stain when we set. So, um, you have a good point. You bring up a good point. So it's gonna have the colors of the channel. It's gonna be, but it has black. So yeah, because I thought of the sweat. So you're very right about that. It was a fun and motivating challenge to start your training plan. If only you would have done the handstand. I know. Well, you would have tied actually with Jennifer and Amber. Jennifer used so many hashtags. Like that was, and I knew that using hashtags was gonna come in handy. But she used it for everything. Like she would include the hashtags for any posts that she did on Instagram. So she actually won a lot of points because of that. Now that, I mean, she won fair and square the general category, but for the tie for the fitness challenge, she had another like 100 and something points just on hashtags. So your handstand was sad. No, it wasn't. Your handstand was awesome. You guys know that I got so many people just putting, because I would repost your the challenge on Instagram. I had so many, especially for the handstand, so many people just filming themselves doing a handstand and just sending me like some people I didn't even know. It's like, who is this person? I know, and you were such a great, I mean, you did everything, Jennifer. You found every single opportunity to make points. Like, yeah, all of them. And not for nothing, but you, even when you had to run in a costume, you ran outside. You didn't do anything on the treadmill. Oh, thank you. I hope I can get to meet you there. We're gonna do a meetup. So I will, I will message everybody and I will put it on Instagram. So we'll have a meetup. Hola, Amanda is Spanish too. She's in LA, Los Angeles. Thank you. Thank you guys. That's awesome. Well, we met our commitment, so I'm good. Anything that comes extra is icing on the cake. So, because my company's got a match, I'm still waiting for the match. Because They don't make the match effective till November, but it should happen. You got some looks in that mini costume. You were super cute though. Are you gonna use that for the marathon or for any of the races? I want to be Mini. A Mini. Oh, no. I want to be Snow White. It's late in the day, guys. Yeah, I want to be Snow White. For some reason, I want to run that choo choo. I've heard it's hard to run in a choo choo though. But that's what I have in mind. That's what you do. You don't. But your video was awesome. Your video is so creative. And that's the thing. If you're gonna run a lot of miles, but so, like my friend Lynn, she did a costume. I can't remember what it was, but she had a tail for the 5K last year. She made a tail that was like stuffed and it was long. But for the 5K, you can do that because you can walk the whole 5K. It's not time. Or for a 10K, you can't be, in my opinion, you can be uncomfortable at 10K. A half marathon, the marathon, that's a different thing. You can't because you can chafe everywhere and you don't want that. Especially if you have a following. I mean, you don't want to chafe so badly in the half marathon and then you're super uncomfortable for the marathon. So, okay, guys, thank you for joining. I was going to say, and not for nothing, but you have to be comfortable when you're running for long. I ran. Do you know what happened to me? I didn't share this on the video because I thought it was really gross. But last long run I did with my camelback, um, the water tasted funny, and I checked the camelback. I didn't drink anymore. I just took the first sip, and then I thought, okay, I don't want to drink anymore. But there's mold inside, so I need to buy new lather to put inside. I don't even want to wash it, and I don't even know how it's possible, but it has like black mold like at the bottom. Oh, it was so disgusting. But I ran the whole thing with a freaking camelback. Like I ran, I don't know how many miles I had to run that long run, but I ran, it was like slashing in the back. So it was really annoying. I think you should do it. I think you should do it. I would watch. I would watch. There's always room for other creators. Needs to store the bladder in the refrigerator, even when it's empty. It's like right now, there's nothing I can do. I actually still have it, which is even grosser. But I still have it because I was like, well, maybe if I bleach it, maybe if I put it through bleach. But I was like, I don't even want to bleach this. So I went to Dick's today actually to see. They are almost as expensive as a whole new camelback. So I have to, I don't know. I think I'll just book on Amazon and see what's available. That's not too expensive. Because I paid a good buck for the camelback. It's old. It's 5 years old. So I bought it when I started running initially. So yeah, it's 5 years old. But still, do I want to pay for the bladder as much as I could pay for a whole new camelback? I don't know. If you bleach it, then always store it in the fridge. You will never know. But even when it's empty, like, because usually what I do is I like hang it upside down so all the liquid comes in and I just stuff it with paper as well. Like I dry it really, really well and then I leave it hanging down. I heard the insulated bladder. the water really be cold. This is really interesting. I'm glad I mentioned it. This. So you keep it in the fridge, it doesn't go to mold. I don't know. I guess. So what happens if I put it, so I can bleach the whole thing and then put it in the fridge and that should like kill everything? You know, I use it every sip of the water. Okay. So you leave it with water inside the refrigerator. Okay. Okay. And then you just change the water in the morning. Okay. I didn't know that trick. So you could have your first video should be with this trick. Because I am sure I'm not the first person that got mold in the I mean, it happened 5 years later. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, what was it that got the mold in the? Because I usually just put water in my bladder. I don't put electrolytes or anything in the water when I have the camelback. So, but yeah, I used to like stuff it with paper, dry it, hang it upside down. I had a whole like this cabinet in my kitchen where I it was like one of those IV things that they put at the hospital. Just be there hanging. I think you should, if you're gonna do, this is a video that people will watch. The joy of running. You should see if that's, so here's my tip for you. Now that you got it out there on cyberspace, you need to see if that name is available, just in case. Because the names go by fast, really fast. I created another channel for like travel and I called it the travel bug. I don't know what happened, but when I put that name out there, they were like, within like 2 months, there were, I'm not kidding, I don't know, a lot of channels with the same name. So I had to change the name. So I would, if you like that name, create a channel with that name. Like do it tonight. So wait. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna leave it here because we've been here. Now that I am tired of you, I would stay here forever. But we've been here 70 minutes already. Thank you so much, guys, for participating in the challenge. Thank you for helping me out. Um, you guys are the best. This was a good contest. I enjoyed putting it together. I enjoyed seeing you doing it. And maybe next year I'll do, or maybe some other time I'll do another one. This is a good company, the company that gives the medals. They're super reliable. So we could go on online. I know. We should just guess a beer or something and just keep going. Who needs a bar or club or anything, you know? When you can just hang out on the internet with running friends. The next best thing to running with your friends. Okay, guys. I am running 20 miles tomorrow, so I really should start winding down. I'll drink a lot of water tonight, so I'm hydrated for tomorrow. Since I don't have a camelback, we are actually Teacher and I are running on a road that has bathrooms, so I just have to, like I don't know. We can stop and drink water. So okay, thank you. That's great. You were working on your Jeep. Wow, you're like multi-faceted, man. I can't. I'm not technical. Like I'm really, really. You're doing 21. 21? Wow. Is that on your plan? That seems like a lot for doping. I thought it was 11. I thought it was 11. But if you're training doping. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on my next live stream. Thank you for showing up. let me know when the medals get to you. Like, send me a message. Okay? Good night, guys. Congratulations to the winners.